Hello everyone, I'm Richard Watson, and this is Anglais the Easy Way. Today, I'd like to do an episode called The Speaking Chess Surprise. That may not mean much to you, but for nearly a year now, I've been doing a trial session of a thing called speaking chess. And I want to share the biggest and most surprising takeaway. It's not about the game. The game of chess, I know that pretty well. It's about the mindset that I've been able to cultivate in these classes. Now, speaking chess is the idea that kids can come to learn about chess and practice and play chess, but at the same time, we do everything in English. And they learn English and they practice English. And the funny thing is, it's working in a way that traditional classes don't. The idea is simple. We use the strategic and fun world of chess as a locomotive to pull the English learning along. And the success we're seeing confirms one key truth. Kids don't stress when you treat the language as normal. In a traditional classroom, children are often stressed about catching every single word. But what I've noticed over the last year was pretty interesting. Kids get used to hearing me speak naturally really quickly. They're not bothered at all about catching every minor detail. Now, we know that kids deal with language acquisition differently. If you put them in a system where people are speaking and the language is normal, like a functional tool, they just treat it as normal. They don't stress, their brains just tune in. It's funny because it's actually the parents who are often listening in the first weeks of class who are more stressed. I could see them trying to coach the kids or translating minor words. And I gently tell them, just leave them, they'll be fine. And they were fine. The difference in stress levels between the kids and the parents was quite interesting. So in speaking chess, we've built a low-stress environment that's lots of fun and welcomes mistakes. We don't just accept mistakes, we encourage them and we kind of celebrate them. And we use them as a springboard for learning for the group. We're happy to laugh at silly mistakes that we make, including me, but we don't stay on them too long. We just focus on moving on fast and communicating well. The magic of using chess is that the English becomes the tool, not the objective. The children aren't speaking English because I told them to. They're speaking because they have something important that they want to say, like, watch out, that's a dangerous move. Or, if you take the bishop, I'll take back with the knight. Even better, because the stress is gone, the kids have started bringing things into class that they've learned outside the class, in school. They come and try them with me. Tenses that we haven't looked at, they start trying to use them. Obviously, we encourage this. The confidence to self-initiate, to experiment with new vocabulary and new structures is the sign of the success we're having. So what did a year of running speaking chess teach me? It's not just about kids. I originally only intended to teach kids, but the adult interest is growing. And here's the truth. Adults can learn this way too. They carry the same fear of mistakes, but when they're put into an environment where the stress is gone and the language is just a tool, they thrive as well. I want to leave you with a challenge. Take this growth mindset out of the classroom. If you take one thing from this episode, let it be this. Stop stressing about perfection. The next time you speak English, whether it's in a meeting, ordering a coffee, or just trying a new phrase, make a mistake and celebrate it. Use it as a springboard. Because you'll find that if you choose to see the world as a place where mistakes are just essential moves, you'll suddenly feel the confidence to get moving, and get moving fast. So, apart from speaking English and playing chess with their friends, what other advantages come from these classes? Well, you'd be surprised. I often hear from friends, colleagues, that their children zap a lot. They move from one thing to another, that their concentration isn't very good. Now, we all know that's not always true. Kids can concentrate on video games for hours at a time. The same thing happens with chess. chess is a great training ground for concentration, for memorization, for thinking of what the other person is going to do or could do, about following rules, about getting over mistakes and moving on with other things. We call this metacognition, thinking about the way you think. And there are a lot of interesting lessons that kids or adults can learn from the game of chess. So anyone listening to this, if you or your child are ready to exchange grammar stress for real confidence and start using English as a tool, I encourage you, of course, to learn English, of course, to play chess, and if you're feeling very brave, come and see us on speakingchess.fr. Anyway, I'll leave it at that for this week, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe.